Right then, look at this. Look at this little bad boy. A KTM 1190 Adventure. Taking it out for a test ride. It's got boxers on it. Are they Touratech? Yeah, Touratech boxers. It's got a slightly narrower one this side because of the exhaust, and a big one that side. I reckon you could get your crash helmet in it. It's got some nice bits that I like. It's got these. They can be. I can see they're becoming in very, very handy. Centre stand, big plus point. Some proper lights on the front. Bit of a guard there. Hand guards. I've always wanted a bike with hand guards. Stop your fingers getting cold in the winter. Little tie me down, sir. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. We're going to jump aboard. It's a 2016 model, this is. We're going to jump aboard and see what we think. It's got a handy little Touratech bracket, but I don't think the thing comes with it. Right. The gear lever's not in the right place for me, but we can soon sort that out. Feels a nice big old beast. We're clear. Yeah, it's first impressions. It's quite easy to handle, yeah. Big V-twin. The gear lever is tucked into the bike, which I imagine if you're off-road you don't want it sticking out. I think this bike could take a tumble. But it's got heated grips, factory heated grips. The computer on it, the guy's just been talking me through it. There's too much to take in. It tells you everything. Gear indicator integrated. I know why the gear lever seems like it's too high. That'll be because you would have adventure boots on, wouldn't you, riding this? I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. Where are you going? Oh yes, it's got some go, which you would expect. There's a bit of heat coming up from under the engine. It's been ticking over there while Cole's filled his fuel up. Let's go for a bit of filtering. And it feels nice. It's a massive bike, but it's not heavy or cumbersome. It feels really nice to move about. It doesn't feel heavy. In actual fact, I think it's slightly lighter than my Kawasaki Z1000. I do like a bit of tech on a bike, but everything you need to know is there. This, it's just got all your little things on that you don't even need to know. Here we go, 60 mile an hour. I'm getting buffeted a bit. No, I'm not getting buffeted. I'm getting a lot of noise in my helmet. My body is in calm air. There's no wind. I feel like I've got a really commanding stance on the road. Big old lazy V-twin. Spotlight switch. 12 volt outlet. It's like it's already got everything you want on it. Bash plate under the engine. I've been looking at these adventure bikes for ages. You have to be a bit more with the gears on this. Where the Kawasaki will suffer the wrong gear, this don't feel like it will. It's a bit chuggy. Now this bike, from what I've read, has got a fly-by-wire throttle. Feels really nice and smooth. It's 150 horsepower, so it's 10 more than my Kawasaki. But let's see what it's. Yeah, I was expecting it to be a bit slower to turn because it's a bigger front wheel, 19-inch front wheel. I think the Adventure R's got a 21-inch front wheel. I wouldn't want that. I think 19 is the right size. Can get some semi on-road, off-road tyres, which I think I would do. Let's go for an overtake. Oh yes, loads of torque. Brakes, bit of dive, yeah. The suspension's plush. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can do it while I'm riding. Sport, I'm on sport. You can turn the ABS off as well. It's got Sport, Street, Comfort. Let's have it on Comfort for a minute. And I like how you can change it when you're on the move. Now, when we were just sat outside the shop, we was having a fumble through the computer and we got onto the suspension, and he did something and I felt the bike rising and I thought, oh, I like that. These are really good. You can get bags and everything that strap onto these, but it's a really nice position. My knees are not cramped, and I think you can alter the seat up and down, and I think it's on the low setting. I would want it on the high setting, but never had a KTM, never been on one. The nearest thing I've ever had was I had a CCM, Clues Competition Motorcycles. I had a CCM 644, brand new, and I had the Enduro wheels and the Supermoto wheels. When it was in Supermoto, you could turn it on a sixpence. When it had got the 21-inch front wheel on it, slowed everything. You had to recalibrate to ride. That's why I like this, having a 19-inch, because it's a bit in between. See what she's like. Yeah, you see now, it's alright. The Kawasaki, you can take it right down to 30 mile an hour in 6 gear, no problem, and it'll pick up smooth. Yeah, no, this is alright. It's torquey. The computer, let's go back to the computer. Auto, trip 1. Let's set 46 to the gallon. That's about right. It's about what I get on my Kawasaki. Fuel range 210 miles. Is it 210 or is it optimistic like my Kawasaki? What else we got? Favourites. Apparently you can custom choose what you want as your favourites as well. Let's go down to sport. We're in sport. What else have we got? Comfort. We're on comfort. I'll tell you what, let's have it back into sport. I can't really tell the difference at the minute because we're not really pushing it. We're in slow moving traffic, so we'll get down to a bit of dual carriageway. We'll open the taps. We'll see what it's like buffeting, because I want to know that this bike can sit on the motorway. You know, when you go over to Europe, you want to be able to sit at 80-90 comfort, don't you? Well, it should be comfort. That screen looks a bit too small, and it might be that, and it's already in the high position. Let's go back one, back another one. We'll do a bit of overtaking in a minute. Oh yes! Oh crikey! The back brake's good. surprise that was. A real surprise. You stay there, you. Oh yeah. And the best bit about it is the gears are really smooth. The gearbox is beautiful. Yeah, I think I could get to fall in love with one of these. People get these bikes and they put all the bits on, all the bits you need, like the bars and the bash plate and the sat nav and the top box. These boxes, because I've been looking at these without the boxes and I've been thinking, bloody hell, they're cheap. And then you look at the price of the Touratech boxes, you're looking at 1,200 quid for 3 cases. Then you're going to want the bracket, that's another couple of £100. So I thought to myself, if I get one, I've got to get one that's already got the boxes, let somebody else take the hit. Take it on the carriageway, see what we think. Oh dear. Chuffing, and it's got some pull. Fifth gear pull. Petrol tank feels a bit wider. My knees feel splayed apart more so. On the Kawasaki you've got like indents, but I think this has got a 23 litre tank or 24 litre, which is good. It feels like a bike where you could just ride all day. What's the seat like? It feels a bit firm, if I'm honest. I like it quite a lot. Beautiful gearbox. Yeah, it's quite smooth. It's no jerkiness. What I was expecting it to be really jerky at slow speeds, but that's a fly-by-wire throttle, I think. Smoothing it all out for us. Really, really light clutch. Magura hydraulic clutch. Even there, look, second gear. But pulling off, you expect a V-twin to be all torque downstairs. This has got both. It's got incredible surge when you rev it. Yeah, it is a bit higher. A bit higher than my bike. And we're going to go for a bit of a, yeah. Squeeze through here. I did want to see what it's like chucking it around some bends, but I don't know where there are any. Steering damper down there, look. Yes, I like the idea of being able to do a bit of gentle off-roading. Look at him, he don't know how to spell the word comfort on that. What's going on here? I think we're going to have to do a bit of this, aren't we? We're going to have to do a bit of filtering. It's good, car. It's good.
Yeah.
It don't hang about.
No.
What does it look like?
It suits you.
Does it?
Yeah.